magpies. But anyway, it's really nice here. Got a new stick which I'll put this on so I can do a bit to camera. I haven't brought a tripod out with me, so if I do anything later it's just going to be handheld. See you in a moment, guys. Hi guys, yeah, it's a fine morning. It's just gone 8 o'clock I think, and it's fine. By my favourite piece of woodland, on a bit of a fungi forage. The last couple of times I've been in here I found some chicken of the woods. First lot of pits was really nice. The second lot was just a bit past it. I didn't pick it. It's probably all been eaten by the slugs and snails and other critters by now. Was a little bit over, but I've since discovered that if it's gone slightly past its best, you can stew it rather than sort of cook it in a frying pan. My favourite way of cooking it is a little bit of oil, maybe some olive oil, and a slight bit of garlic just to give it a bit of an edge. It's very tasty. As I say, I haven't done a video in a while, and I've come out with really minimal kit. I've just come out with me 2 cameras, the one I'm filming with now and one Nikon, and a small pack up, you know, a small flask of tea, pork pie and a bit of salad and a couple of bits of cheese, and that's it. Try to cut down eating too much carbohydrate during the day. It's a very nice day. The sound of construction in the background. If I turn around, you can see over my shoulder they're building or have built some new flats over there. It's quite an easy access to this piece of woodland. I'm having a bit of a forage today as well. I'm going to see what there is about. Hopefully might find some fungi, but I very much doubt it. Last year and this year was very bad for fungi in this woods. There just wasn't any about, you know, and I can't blame anybody for picking, because you get a lot of amanitas through here. There's quite a few death caps and destroying angels, and quite a lot of fly agaric, and even they didn't make themselves known. But other than that, it's really nice. I can hear the water birds making a bit of a cackle, and also up towards my left there's some magpies. But anyway, it's really nice here. Got a new stick which I'll put this on so I can do a bit to camera. I haven't brought a tripod out with me, so if I do anything later it's just going to be handheld. See you in a moment, guys. By way of illustration of what I was talking about earlier about fungi foraging and its lack of fungi around here, year before last and a little bit last year, I mean there weren't many, lots and lots of chanterelles in 2013, lots just here, but last year hardly any, and nothing shown up at all. I've just passed a couple walking their dogs, I mean they haven't got any foraging bags with them, so they obviously weren't foraging as such, they're just walking their dogs. It's nice, there's a nice piece of willow there. An illustration of how wonderful trees are. As you can see, the willow itself has been blown down, and I've actually, where you see the pieces sprouting upright, I've actually harvested stuff off this willow to make a type of griddle and a few other bits and pieces in my sort of bushcrafty, woodcrafty frame of mind. It's marvellous. I mean, this is a nice piece of woodland. It's overstood coppice, as you can see. This is a coppice stall. Yeah, it's sweet chestnut. If I pan up, you can see it. Right, this is sweet chestnut. It's good for making staves. It splits well and spits well, so it's not very good for firewood. It tends to really spit, but when you've got nothing else around, it doesn't burn very green. You have to season it a bit, and it's not bad for carving. You can make a spoon out of it, but for fencing it's par excellence. You make chestnut paling, chestnut fencing, hurdles and what have you from this. But as I pan around, it's really nice. Back to the willow again, and there's little Alfie just down in the corner there. So I pan around, you can see a fallen birch, and there's some holly as well. I'll pan up, right, there's a bit of holly. It's a marvellous piece of woodland. I really like this. It's right, as I say, it's right on my doorstep. It gets a little bit overcrowded sometimes, but you think this is a school holidays and there's hardly anybody about. It's marvellous. As I say, I want to duck under here now. Here we go. I want to branch a little bit more into wildlife filmmaking. It's going to require bucket loads of patience, the odd night out, and 1 or 2 extra bits of equipment. I've got everything I basically need. This Handycam is perfect for the job, and I've got a video function on my stills camera as well. I just want to start having a go at doing some other stuff. And I've got a GoPro, as you all know, and I want to start using that again. I haven't used it for a long while. It's been sat in the man cave, and basically it's getting out and doing stuff. It's actually planning to get out and get round to doing things, because you can never know what you see around here. I know that I will see deer again in these woods. I saw one the other week, but I've seen 2 recently, and there's lots of reptiles as well. Not a few reptiles. They're looking to rehoming a lot of reptiles later on, not today, but on another day out. I'm going to take a walk up to the A21 and have a look down there. They've been widening it, and they're rehoming a lot of the reptiles apparently. There's a lot of snakes, frogs, and reptiles and amphibians, snakes, frogs and what have you. And I know there's slow worms in this wood. But anyway, I'm going to shut down because I want to be quiet for a minute. It's lovely just actually walking through the woods, being very quiet. Because you sit there and we chat away and we can miss so much. I'll see you in a moment, guys. Well guys, I've had a tramp through the woods. To be quite honest, there's been nothing about. Plenty of mosquitoes. I took the precaution today of putting some insect repellent on, because last time I come through I got bits of buggery. It really was a pain. It was painful. I was itching for days, and it really does. The itches don't heal up any quicker now. I'm getting older. Poor old doggy's getting on a bit now. He doesn't bounce through the woods like he used to. He sort of wanders through, gets a bit stubborn at times. But yeah, it's enjoyable. It was enjoyable. It's quite an overcast day. We've had a few good days of, we've had some really good fine weather and some terrific downpours interspersed that fine weather. But as I was saying, nothing. Foraging wise, it's been pretty dry. Nothing about. I mean, you look around you and you see loads of green. You know, you see the leaves, you see all this foliage, lots and lots of green. And you think, oh, there's got to be something to eat in there. Some of the blackberries are just coming up to being ready. Some are really sharp at the moment. But anything else to forage, there's just nothing. Plenty of earth balls, but you can't eat those. As I said earlier, no fungi. I've not seen any deer today. I've not seen any signs of deer. Passed a couple of people while walking out, and all told, it's not been that brilliant. Nice, I like it. It's on one respect it's not been that brilliant, but on another respect, getting out into the woods, sort of communing with nature, using the old camera, taking a few close-up pictures, and just enjoying time out in the woods. It'd be nice to have to get Avalon to come out again. We used to go into the woods quite a bit. I'm looking around for a piece of wood just to maybe do a bit of whittling in, but as I say, it's pretty quiet. It's nice and I like it. I say I've not done much in the way of camping or bushcrafty stuff this year. I've not done any courses, I've not been out anywhere. I'm trying to remedy that. I did a bit of coastal foraging earlier in the year when Avalon and I and Little Hound went down to the Hastings for a week, or about 4 days. Had a really nice time there, and we're doing it again in October. I'm quite liking this little selfie stick I've got. I can actually talk to the camera, talk to you guys out there, and not worry about doing too much of a setup. I've got a hammock in my bag, but I'm sitting on a stump in this piece of clearing. It's nice. I can see up that way there was once a path. It's about 18 months ago a tree blew down and it's just been left there. It's great. I'm a great believer in leaving a lot of wood where it lies. If a tree falls down, just leave it, because a lot of wildlife depends on that tree that's fallen down. It decays and you get a lot of insects, you get a lot of invertebrates feeding off that dead tree. So I've got to a stage where I don't really I like to light a fire in the woods or when I'm out. You know, it's nice to have that campfire, it gives you a sense of place, but sometimes I don't think it's always needed. Other than that, it's just nice. It's brilliant. It's really nice. As I said, you know, it's not the best day in the world. You know, foraging wise, I've had better times, but heck, this is beautiful. I've got myself a little bit of lunch, which I'm going to have in a minute, and I'm just going to have a little potter around here. There's plenty of mats. If I pan around, if you look down there, like that, there's lots of them around. Now they're by a reptile monitoring group, and they check them about once a week to see if any slow worms are underneath. So guys, I shall see you in a minute, and I'm just going to have a nice cup of tea and a little sojourn. Well, there's my ever faithful hound, Sphinx-like, sitting there, all inscrutable, waiting for me to move. So I'm on my way again, and here we go. We're going to take a little walk back home now. It's not too bad in these woods, I suppose. Just didn't get what I was looking for. And little doggy's following me. Well, here we got some more sweet chestnut, and in the bottom of that is a beech, very young beech. If I pan around, you got some beech there, and I'll pan around a bit more. There's one that they've cut up. It was getting a bit dangerous apparently, and pan around, and you've got a nice oak, a big rent in the bark. So there we go. Quite mixed woodland here. We've got, as I say, we've got mostly sweet chestnut. We've got some sycamore at the top end where I was earlier, and I mean in this part here we've got a lot of beech. We've got the very ubiquitous and quite useful birch tree. We've got some hornbeam, a lot of holly. There's a lot of holly thickets through here. Very prickly are the holly thickets. And that's about it tree wise. I think there's one or two other little trees. Some rowans. In fact, I can see a rowan down there. If I zoom in, there we go, you can just about see the berries on that rowan. I'll zoom back out again. Right, and on that we got some, we've got a crabapple tree in here somewhere. It's over towards that way. Bit of a sorry specimen now. It'd be nice, it would be nice if it actually produced a good amount of crab apples, but it doesn't. You'll probably get one or two off it. And then all the sort of ubiquitous weeds so to speak. Things like ivy and brambles. Brambles and ivy can be quite a thug. But other than that, not a bad piece of woodland. So I come here most times. There is another woodland I do go to, which is in a small nature reserve, the name of which now escapes me. And there's another one just over the back from here called Robin's Gate. And it's I suppose I'm very lucky to have all this right on my doorstep. I mean, 5 minutes walk from home and here I am in amongst some wonderful pieces of woodland. Anyway guys, that's it for today. Alfie's guiding the way home, he's having a go sniff around, and I shall see you in the next video.